Guys, I had to get this out to you guys real quick because BMNR, Bitmine, just made an investment with Tom Lee into this project, into this company that just did 4,000% increase. It's absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like this. He bought $20 million worth of this at $1.46, and it's $63 right now. I mean, the numbers are insane. You guys aren't even bullish enough on either ETH or Bitmine. You're just not bullish enough. Or Tom Lee. Tom Lee is basically now coming out as the kingmaker. You can see the private placement here done with Bitmine. I mean, it's insane. The details of this is even more insane once you get into it. In fact, once you actually look at the details and you see what it was a $250 million pipe investment, but look at the pricing he got. The pricing is insane. $1.46, guys. Look at this. Just bought 13 million shares of OCTO at $1.46. And you're like, well, what does that do to my Bitmine investment? What does that do? Well, it does a lot of stuff. First of all, he has basically $1 billion on the books now. Now, he's not going to be able to sell his pipe investment right away, but Bitmine basically can show $1 billion profit on the books right now. This is about $1 billion when I did the math right now. This guy was saying when it was $40, he was saying it's 550 million. Now it's about $1 billion. He made $1 billion. He turned $20 million to $1 billion about, or like 900 million or 950. I mean, it's insane. It did hit, where is it? It did hit $70. It's coming down. Do I think, oh my God, I went to $80. That is insanity. Insanity. You people are insane. Do you guys even know what you're buying? Do you even know what this is? Do you know what you're doing? Oh my God. This just shows you investors don't read. They're not good at math. They don't care about math. They don't read. They don't know math. You know, at this point, we really shouldn't even have the SEC. There's no point when this is how people react to news. There's just no point. They're trying to save people from being stupid. No, somebody's going to get hammered on this. This thing is going to come down. I hate to tell you guys. First of all, we know how this game plays out. We saw the same thing happen to BMNR when it came out. Remember it went all the way to $140. Guess what happens? The ATM opens up, the at the market selling. Guess what they're going to do the second the at the market selling opens up? Sell. And they don't stop. Sell. That's what's going to happen, and the price is going to come down. What that does is it makes the backing of the stock full of this particular stock is going to be buying Worldcoin. I'm going to go over Worldcoin with you guys real quick because a lot of you guys aren't in crypto. I am. You probably never heard of it. This is run by the Altman guy who does ChatGPT, and you're saying, yeah, it sounds great. No. Hold your horses. Worldcoin is literally a piece of shit, and I'm going to explain to you guys why it is. I had actually researched it over a year ago because there was a lot of YouTubers and people on X hyping it up. Worldcoin. Oh my God, we're Altman's fans. He's such a great guy. Oh my God, he's going to change our lives. No. This is literally a money grab, okay? This token, it doesn't do shit, okay? It's built on Ethereum, so it's like, it's good for Ethereum because this helps Ethereum in a way. But, however, it's really nothing. So if you look at the chart, even with this current pump, if you would have bought it during the bull run, which would have been last year, you'd be down still. A lot of people are still down on it. And that's because, you know, one thing I hope you guys learn from me is tokenomics. Crypto has some of the worst tokenomics, and tokenomics are one of the best predictors. When you look at a token, when you look at something that has 10 billion max supply, but only 2 billion are out, well, guess what? There's another 8 billion that's going to be dumped on you. That has to get soaked up by the market. And it's probably going to make the price go down 9 out of 10 times. There are those exceptions to the rule. I've always said there's always exceptions to the rule. Solana, Link are the two exceptions. But most of the time, it will dump. If you look at the 3-month chart, while Bitcoin and other ones have been relatively stable to going up, this has been going down, and it would have probably just continued to go down 90 cents if this didn't happen today. This token is basically given away for people to give away. From what I remember, this is an article I read a while back, so don't hold me to the facts, to some sort of identity verification or something in like Africa or something, a third world. So they literally give you the Worldcoin for free. But guess what people are going to do? They're going to sell it. They don't care about it. You know, they become a holder for a minute and they sell it, or they just have it on their wallet. on their app, and that's it. Okay, so like this is really, it doesn't really do anything. I'm not sure what Mr. Altman is trying to do with this, or how ChatGPT rolls into it. The market cap is 3 billion, fully diluted is 15 billion. I mean, it has potential if they do something with it. Maybe inside ChatGPT, maybe it becomes a currency in it or something like that. It could work. So there is potential for it to become something bigger. But however, so far its potential has not been met. And it's just some sort of shit coin that everyone in the crypto sphere thinks is just junk. It doesn't really do anything. Up until today, it was just basically being dumped on the market as they're handing out more to people for free. I mean, how much more are they going to hand out to free? I don't know. Are they going to try to get the whole world to give up their ID and do this biometric ID? I don't remember it, but it's something like that. It's so stupid. It's not going to work. Okay. It's just not going to work, but it's got Altman behind it. Hopefully he comes up with a better idea. Sometimes the first ideas don't work. Look at Tron. They tried 10 different ideas and now Tron is huge. So they need a pivot, but it's basically a shit coin. Okay. So let's go over what happened here so we can understand it and we can profit for it. First of all, you guys are not bullish enough on Bitmine. You're just not bullish enough. All right. You're just not. I'm sorry. Okay. So when you look here, they did a whole post about everything that they've done. First, they keep buying more ETH. They're at 2 million ETH right now. Number one. Okay. It's enormous. So I'm going to show you another one right here. And then basically they're calling him the kingmaker, which he is now. You know, he is basically the kingmaker at this point. So you can see what's going on when funds start. Let's see. Bitmine today also announced a $20 million investment in OCTO, which is pivoting to make a Worldcoin as its primary treasury reserve asset, which I don't know how a lot of these treasury companies are going to work, because I think a lot of them are going to do poorly. I don't even think there's enough liquidity in Worldcoin to even buy, or if you ever need to sell. So it's just kind of stuck there. It's just weird. You know, if you have ETH, at least you can stake it, you can do stuff with it, and the market's huge on it. You can sell it. Same thing with Bitcoin, but Worldcoin, I don't know, guys. It's getting funny out here, but I think this crypto bull market is going to be absolutely epic when I see stuff like this, because now you have the merging of two worlds, and that's what's happening on my Discord. Also, we're merging the two worlds of crypto and stocks. They're coming together, the colliding, and it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be like a supernova. We've never seen a bull run like this. And, you know, they're using basically cryptocurrency as a reserve asset for these companies. You got World Liberty, you got Dogecoin, you got Worldcoin, you got ETH, you got Bitcoin, you got all these other ones, Solana coming, AVAX coming. They're basically going to use Wall Street money to prop up and pump up the whole entire crypto ecosystem. So have some vision. So when you're out here trying to short some of these cryptocurrencies, or you think they're overvalued, or you're saying, oh, the bull run's over and the cycles are over, you don't know what you're talking about. It's just getting started. Okay. So he even said that this is a moonshot investment. Okay. Please understand that he knew what the risks were. I wish you would have put more money in it now, but basically he's like, I'm just playing a game here, guys, and I win because I'm Tom Lee and I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And he does know what he's talking about. He's talking about Bitcoin go to 200,000, interest rates going down, is going to impact ETH. I think the setup for ETH going to 10,000 and the setup for Bitcoin going to close to 200,000 by the end of the year, as he keeps saying, it's kind of lining up. It's really, really lining up. So when we look at this, we look at what's going on. He's the largest holder of ETH. We look at what he just did here. He just made $1 billion, guys. He turned $1.46 to $70. It's probably, like I said, it's probably going to come down a little bit. It's going to waver, but at the end of the day, he's going to make a huge amount of money on his $1.46. That $1.46, listen, the treasury reserve backing of this thing is probably going to go to like $5, $6, $7, $10, $20. You saw with Bitmine and SBET, it's probably going to go to 20 something dollars. So he's locked in. He's going to make a few $100 million anyway. And then when you go to see Bitmine stock, it's only up what today? 4.5%. Like it was a normal day. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this a joke? This is the problem. People do not understand what Tom Lee is doing. He is revolutionizing this whole entire reserve currency system, reserve treasury system. He's changing it. He's taking this to the next level, and you guys are giving this a $4 today. This thing should be up 20% today. He literally made $1 billion out of his ass. That's incredible. So this is what's going on. I'm even more bullish on what's going on because of this reason. I'm going to show you a few more things so we understand where ETH is going, because I want to focus on BMNR now and understand where ETH is going. Tom Lee, his data analysis is better than anyone else on the street. Okay, understand what he's saying. ETH, short squeeze, loading. He's looking at the people shorting ETH, and there's a lot of people shorting ETH, and you're like, why would they be shorting ETH? First, it's on an all-time high, number one. Number two, a lot of people are exiting the nodes, which is where you're staked. Where did I think I had it? Oh, anyway. So a lot of people are exiting, but what they don't look is a lot of people are entering it. As many people are exiting, and the peak was about 1 million ETH tokens were trying to exit. Now it's down to 600,000, while there's over 700,000 trying to enter into the queue for staking. That means more people had bought to sell, so that means it was absorbed. But these people are just looking at the exit data thinking, oh, they're exiting, so ETH is going to go down. Tom Lee and his boys are out here buying, including all these other guys. So I don't think it's going to go down that much. In fact, I think the down you've seen is kind of it. Maybe 4,200, 4,100. You see a ton of selling around 41, 4,200. I mean, it's a ton of buying. So I don't see it. Now, let's look at this analysis. Tom Lee built a 2 million ETH reserve in less than 60 days. Yes, very impressive. At $10,000 ETH, this will be worth $20 billion and place BMNR in the list of 400 largest public companies in the United States. Talk about record time. He could be one of the top 400 public largest companies in the United States within like 90 or 120 days, however long it takes ETH. I mean, it's insane. These treasury companies do work. They're simple. They're easy. It's about math, which we already know that people in crypto and stocks. I thought it was only crypto people that didn't know math. It's also people in stocks. You don't know math. You don't read. You don't write. You don't know math. Yeah. You just buy shit and you know, oh, it's going up. Ah! Or you short shit. Wrong. It's amazing to me. I'm blown away. No risk management. None. Zero risk management. Everyone's like, risk? Lambo. It's insane. This is what's going on out here. But this is the kind of environment companies like Bitmine do well in. But he's literally going to have one of the largest companies in the entire world built in like months. And you can't do that normally. Normally, it takes years to get to this level. Years, decades. So this is why these treasury companies are so hyped. This is why so many people are doing them. This is why if you're successful, you get rewarded, not in millions, but in billions. So this is something to understand. Now, this is actually really big news, which no one's paying attention to because nobody reads and nobody is literate anymore. Okay. This is absolutely huge. Breaking news. NASDAQ files with U.S. security, SEC, to enable trading of stocks in tokenized forms. Okay. This is why ETH could explode way past 10,000 because they're building all of this on ETH. They're building this on the ETH network. Imagine 10,000 stocks trading on the ETH network. That's just more volume going through ETH and closing transactions and basically becoming the ledger for everything. You're talking about onboarding probably close to a few 100 million more people on the ETH network, onboarding them without them even knowing, because this is just going to happen with your stockbroker is going to handle all of this. You're not even going to see it. It's all done behind the scenes. Yes, and they're going to need ETH for gas, but that whole entire system is just going to be running on overdrive. You're talking about probably hundreds of millions, if not billions of transactions a day. Just boom, 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 boom. All right? I mean, you're not bullish. We're not nearly as bullish on ETH because ETH could become the transaction layer for the global economy, could become the transaction layer for the whole entire world. What is that worth? Is that worth a company that's worth $1 trillion, $2 trillion, $3 trillion? You know, that basically they run the software. So this is where I want you guys to start thinking longer term. I know people are trying to get into the next OCTO, but unless you're Tom fucking Lee, you're not going to be able to access something like this. You're just not. Okay. Unless you got like, $20 million hanging out and you connected to these people. So these are something to understand that this is going to be absolutely massive coming in the next couple months. This is the setup for ETH. This is what Tom Lee has been talking about. Okay. And he's got the 2 million ETH. He's trying to get up to, 6 million ETH. He's a third of the way there. He's still working very hard. Okay. But He's trying to pick it up as soon as he can because he knows what's about to happen. He knows when all this stuff happens, it's going to 10,000 and it's going to get a lot harder for him to purchase that ETH. So that's what he knows. And he's looking at the data. And I'm sorry, when I see stuff like this, I'm not betting against this guy. And this is looking strong. I can't believe so many people. This went up for one main reason. There's only 3 million shares of OCTO. I don't know what the hell they did before this, but it looks just really like a shell company. There really isn't much. I mean, there really isn't much like shares. It was trading at $1.40 something. I mean, whoever was short on this yesterday, I'm so sorry for you. Your life has been ruined because they woke up with this thing over $20. Imagine if you're short like 10 grand on this thing and then it wakes up at $20. Yeah, you're like 200K in debt. Like you're wiped out. A lot of people might have got wiped out. I don't know what the short interest on this thing was. Hopefully not very much. But if you're looking at what's going on with this, it didn't have a lot of stock, only had 3 million shares. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to be able to run up high. And now they learned something. Now they learned, well, if we find a company, a shell company like OCTO that has no stock, we can do these reserve companies, send the stock to the freaking moon. And what we can do is then start selling at the market and really make a lot of money to go buy the treasury crypto that we want to buy. And we can buy more of it. So that's what's happening here. So this is something else that people have just learned. People like Tom Lee and all these other pipe investors. And by the way, they've made so much money on this thing. If you don't think there's going to be 10 more of these coming in the next like couple months, you're insane. I guarantee you there's 10 or 20 of these in the pipelines coming. You're going to see these pop off, boo, 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 like this, boo, 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 boo. You're going to see them make them for AVAX. I think there's already a Solana one. Dogecoin one already happened, and you saw their stock go up. So you're going to see this go boom, 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 boom. However, everyone's going to go to Tom Lee first because he's the one that made the difference. The Dogecoin one didn't go up as much. Some of the other ones didn't go up as much. He's the kingmaker. He is the one that makes these projects go. So basically, everyone's going to go to him. This is another opportunity in Bitmine. He might end up making billions of dollars in profit by the end of the year by just investing 20 to 30 or 40 or $50 million per pipe. He'll put another 20 here, another 20 there, turning to 500, 300, 400 million, 300 million. You guys got to see what's happening. Okay, we're entering into unprecedented territories. Interest rates haven't even come down. Once they come down, this is going to become wild. You guys are not bullish enough on crypto or on certain stocks. Not all stocks, but certain stocks, especially some of these more speculative ones like Bitmine and SBET. SBET's going to do great too. So keep all this information in mind. The world is changing. Crypto is changing. Stock market and crypto are merging. My Discord, we usually only talk about, oh, by the way, we had a 3x in my Discord, and it makes what I did here, Tom Lee shit on me. I was so happy last night. I did 3x, and I was like, oh man, I made good because I got into this one called do not buy this. It's already pumped. Okay, we got it way down here. I bought this during its pre-sale. I got a seed round for my group. Basically, I have a group on Discord. I did a seed round, so my guys got in this at like 85 cents. Okay. And then it wavered down here. Some people bought, some people sold. And then we knew this was going to go up because the team that has done this is where experience comes in. The team that has done Omni has done a couple other DEXs called Arbidex and Base Swap. And those had done a 10x and a 13x. So we knew we're going to get a couple X's. We don't know if this is the beginning of this or the end. But what we do is you can take some off the table since we got in early and let the rest free ride, basically. Hopefully it goes up another 5x or 3x or whatever, gets us the 5x or 10x we think we can do. But this particular group of guys have done this over and over again. Again, that's from experience because we're in DeFi and we know the teams. And I did an interview with him on my other channel, my crypto channel. So this was easy money, baby. Yeah, it took about a month, but where else do you get, or maybe 2 months? No, a month and a half. Where else do you get a nice 2-3x in a month and a half? Lay your money down a little bit, let it chill, and then you cash out. You put 3-5 grand in there, you chill. So that's kind of what I've been doing, but it pales in comparison. Yes, this is my realm. So people come to me for these projects. Just like Tom Lee, I understand people are going to be going to him for these projects. They're all going to be knocking down his door. Hey, can you come back us up? Hey, can you come back us up? Hey, can you come back us up? How much money can he make? It's the same thing for me. It's easy money for me. People hit me up. Hey, can you bring this to your community? And if I know the team and the people, I'm like, yeah, I like it. I'll bring it to my community. We all make money. We all eat. Tom Lee is doing the same for his community, for his shareholders in Bitmine. So understand how all of this works. This is insane. Enjoy the gains. Not bullish enough. That's all I have to say, guys. Also, if you're going to short 8Co, have some brass balls. If you're going to long it at this point, have some brass balls. I don't know what the play is on 8Co. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't short it. I wouldn't long it. I wouldn't do anything with it. It's absolutely terrifying. The only thing I would do is if I was a hedge fund, I would probably start shorting it. If I had like $1 billion, I'd probably do $1 million short and wait to see which way it goes. Do another $1 million. It will eventually go down because the at the market is going to pound it all the way down. So that's a part you got to understand. It is going to go down. There is nothing you can do about it. But right now, because there's a shortage of stocks, there's only 3 million of them, you're seeing this pump. But at some point, it will go down and it will probably level out in the 20s somewhere or teens and around there, and it'll start to come back up. Kind of like what you saw with Bitmine. So understand how these things play out. There could be a play in this. I just don't see one right now unless I was a hedge fund. If anyone wants to give me $1 billion, I will do good for you. We got a strategy on this, but I can't do it with my personal money because, you know, it wouldn't make sense. I could probably like do $1,000 and then maybe another $1,000. It doesn't make sense because it's just so risky. You got to have that cushion of reserves because you don't know. This could go to 150 or it could just drop. We don't know. We got to see. Anyway, guys, best of luck out there. Take care.